You may have heard that all the land on Earth has been explored by humanity, but that isn't exactly right. Due to the extremely inhospitable climate and terrain of the continent, there are many parts of Antarctica that haven't been trod by man. Cryptozoology is the study of hidden animals, which means that if you're looking for species that aren't yet recognized by science, the White Desert might be a good place to search. Scientists believe that there are still many undiscovered animals living there, and in 1958, the Japanese research ship the Soya may have been unfortunate enough to come across one of these creatures. The story of the Soya's encounter with the creature that came to be known as Antarctic Godzilla comes from a book published by the ship's captain, Mitsuji Matsuoto. The book, published in 1959, was titled Antarctic Transportation Record and detailed his time in the area. What the book is best remembered for today is, of course, the part detailing the crew's sightings. It was around 7 p.m. on February 13th, 1958. Per Matsuoto's book, translated as accurately as possible by Google Translate and ChatGPT, about 300 meters from Soya. Looking closely, it looks like an animal, but it seems a bit too big for it, saying, "There's something going on there." End quote. He would then go on to describe the creature. The monster has a head length of 70 or 80 centimeters, and it looks like a cow from the front. The top of my head was round and it looked like a monkey, and one animal doesn't look good anyway. The hair was dark brown, about 10 centimeters long, and seemed to cover the whole body, with large eyes, pointed ears, and shoulders up above the sea. I could see for about 30 seconds. At that time, another engineer at the bow was also watching the electric engineer. In his story, the monster was spilled into the water near the bow, but had a serrated fin on its back. From a closer look than we did, it was more like a terrestrial animal than a whale or a seal because of its hair growth and facial shape. The name Antarctica Godzilla was given to the creature due to the captain being a fan of the film series, despite the lack of resemblance between what he saw and the world's most famous kaiju. Cryptid sightings, like the Antarctic Godzilla report, fall into one of the most interesting categories of cryptid sightings. That category being cryptid sightings that sound beyond unbelievable and are about creatures that are said to have only been seen once or maybe a few times in a very short period of time, but come from very credible sources. Some of the other sightings I would place into this category would be the Van Meter visitor reports, the Crosswick monster encounter, and the Deep Star 4000 fish. These cryptids aren't something like Bigfoot, where there are hundreds, if not thousands, of annual sightings, nor are they something that seems to have been blatantly made up by an anonymous person online. Someone in a position like Matsuoto, the captain of a research vessel, is going to be pretty credible, in my opinion, when it comes to claiming to have seen a cryptid. You could say he lied to boost book sales, but the story of the Antarctic Godzilla is very, very obscure. Even in the world of cryptozoology, most people haven't ever heard of the creature. I really don't think that this was some big grift to make a few more bucks. This is a man that had a reputation, and he put it on the line by telling the story of what he saw. As far as what the Antarctica Godzilla could have actually been, well, your guess is as good as mine. Some people say that it was a misidentification of some sort, and that it was actually just an oarfish, which don't live anywhere near Antarctica, or a sea lion, which also don't live in Antarctica. And what's more, it was seen by a group of scientists that would obviously know what the local fauna looked like. Like I said, this story falls into the category of cryptids that might sound unbelievable, but are reported by very credible individuals. Whatever it is that Matsuoto saw that day, I think it'll keep me away from the frozen continent for a while. So what do you think? Is there really some truth to the story of the Antarctica Godzilla? Let me know in the comment section below.